Welcome to this time of prayer and meditation where we seek God's voice for our lives in the time of silence. I invite you to find a place to sit comfortably, to slow your breathing, and potentially to close your eyes as an aid to keep the distractions of the world from entering into this time. During this session, there will be a reading from our scriptures, followed by a time of silence. Maybe a word in the reading has spoken to you, and you can use that word to center your thoughts. If not, a word will be displayed on your screen for you. After the time of silence, there will be a prayer. So don't worry about the length of the silence, as the prayer will mark the end of that time. Following that prayer, there will be a second prayer that will include the petitions that have been submitted to prayers@holycrossburlington.ca. If there is someone that you wish to add to our prayer list, then please do email us at prayers@holycrossburlington.ca. Now, when Jesus heard this, he withdrew from there in a boat to a deserted place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion for them and cured their sick. When it was evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is now late. Send the crowds away, so that they may go into the villages and buy food for themselves." Jesus said to them, "They need not go away. You give them something to eat." They replied, "We have nothing here but 5 loaves and 2 fish." And Jesus said, "Bring them here to me." Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven. And he blessed and broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples. And the disciples gave them to the crowds. And all ate and were filled. And they took up what was left over of the broken pieces, 12 baskets full. And those who ate were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. O God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden, through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us. Through Jesus the Christ. Amen. Mighty God, your Son Jesus brought healing and wholeness to all. Bring your healing presence to all who are sick or in pain, especially Abby, all healthcare workers, all in Halton and around the world living with COVID-19. Carol, Carolyn, Colleen, Frida, Hedda, Ingo and Sandra, Irene and Brooke, Erwin, Janice, Sheila, Lori and Ed, Natalie, Ray, Richard, Rose and Herman, the self-employed who are facing the stress of severely reduced income as the virus impacts their businesses, the unemployed and underemployed, Wayne, and all whom we hold in our hearts. Grant hope to all who are discouraged or in despair. Drive away all suffering. Give us a firm hope and strengthen our trust in you. Through Jesus the Christ. Amen.